What is up, YouTube? Ara with Permaculture Newbies here. It's been a long time since I've made a video. It's another incredibly windy day in southeast Arizona, so I'm sitting in the car. But, sitting in the car running the air conditioning, too loud to make a video, so I am not going to sit here very long. This is going to be a Miata video, as you can see. Today what we're going to be doing is installing this guy. The NA and NB Miatas have pretty annoying tiny little horns, pretty anemic, as you can hear. Nothing special. I'm going to be remedying that today, and let's get started. So first things first, once you get out of the package, this is what we're looking at. It's a typical air horn, but the difference is with these, the compressor is built into the horn, so you don't have to run any air lines or anything. I had an air horn on my Volvo, the typical style air horn, and it was fun for about a week, and then it was really, really annoying. So when the Volvo comes back to life, which is a future project, by the way, Volvo's coming back. When the Volvo comes back to life, it's probably getting one of these too. But so you start out here, you got a positive and negative connection. We'll have to run an additional wire at ground because the Miata horn grounds through the body and then just has a positive wire going to it. So there's going to be a little bit of extra wiring here. Price-wise, this was 40 bucks at AutoZone. I used some AutoZone rewards credits to buy it. A popular upgrade for the Miatas is a Wolo horn like this, or a Stebble air horn, what do they call it, Stebble Nautilus, which is, from what I understand, basically this same thing, just a different company. That one runs $26.99 on Amazon, so it's actually a better deal financially. But for me, because I used AutoZone rewards points for this, I didn't actually pay for it in the first place, so that's why I ended up with this one. Okay, so now we're out in the wind. I apologize. Not much I can do about it. As I said in the previous video, my lavalier mic bit the dust, so I'm back to just recording with the smartphone mic. What we've got here, I'm not sure if I've shown this. I did paint my valve cover using instructions from Greg at the Car Passion channel. Love it. I think it looks gorgeous. Just wanted to show that off real quick. Also, recently I had a fuel leak. I've been tracing a fuel smell forever. I replaced the rear filler tube because people were saying that was a common place for the fuel smell to come from. But actually what it ended up being, because it ended up finally leaking enough that that it was actually a steady drip and I could actually find it. And it was this little guy right here, this little son of a gun here, called the fuel injection damper. Basically when the fuel injectors pulse on and off, they create a pulsing pressure in the fuel rail, and this cuts down on that. That's the idea. It looks a lot like a fuel pressure regulator in its design, but that's not what it does. Anyway, so I replaced that last week. That was a real pain in the butt. Here's our horn here. It's right under here. Unfortunately, this bracket here is part of the bumper, so it doesn't come off by itself. So we're gonna have to get creative. What I'm gonna have to do is get up under here and find the horn up under there and do it all from there. So this is gonna be not very fun. Okay, so I've got the factory horn out. I've removed the horn from the factory mount. I've mounted this in its place, and how we're going to do the ground on this, factory horn ground through the bracket and into the body. So we're going to do the same thing here. So I've got a wire hooked up to my negative terminal. It comes up here, ground into the bracket, and it should be okay because that's the way the factory horn was. Alright, so there we go. Put it in, change the fuse from a 15 amp to a 20 amp fuse, and here we go.